Hello everyone, and welcome back to what will be, hopefully, the finale episode of my Pikmin 2 Let's Play. In the last episode, we made it to sub-level 14 of the Dream Den, and we see that Louie is off there in the distance. However, we have one last thing to do, and that is to, well, rescue Louie. However, if it is not obvious, there is a boss fight that we have to do on this floor, and we have to beat the final boss of Pikmin 2 in order to rescue Louie. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take Olimar, as he has less health than the President, and I'm going to hide him away behind the geezer here. As this way he is out of harm's way, and therefore out of the majority of the boss attacks. But anyways, Louie is right here. Let's go and use the President to save his, well, less valuable employee. Is that Louie? Mr. President, I have located Louie resting on a vast mound of treasure. For him to venture to these depths alone, the desire of man is a thing to be feared. But Louie is not moving. Could he have exhausted his strength in reaching these depths? There may yet be time, quickly, to Louie's aid. Alright, so this here is the final boss of Pikmin 2, the Titan Dweevil. Now this thing is actually easier than Emperor Bulblax was in the first game, however it can still give you some difficulty. So how this boss works, it has 4 weapons on, and basically he will periodically use one over time. So here's the first one, which is the poison weapon. This is the comedy bomb. And what it will do is it will spew poison. Oh, good, okay. He's using the shock therapist, which is the electric weapon. This is the one I want him to use, because it allows me to get a good hit on him. This one here is the fire weapon. This is called the flare cannon. It shoots a fire in a little radius there. The one I'm trying to get rid of is the water one, which is the monster pump. Now, I'm not using a spray yet because I want to show off what the attack does. But I want to get rid of the monster pump for a good reason, because it's what I consider the hardest one. If you take too long like I did there, he just uses another one. But I want to get rid of the monster pump. It is by far the worst weapon on there because it can hit everything, including where Olimar is. Shock therapist, nice. Now when a weapon gets low, it starts smoking. Okay, we get to see it, and it looks like the monster pump has just started smoking, so it shoots more water than it would usually. Okay. Now that he's shown all his weapons off, let's use some sprays. Ugh, don't use that again. Oh, I got a tutorial in the final boss. How funny. Emergency, Pikmin are suffering. If you blow your whistle with B, you may be able to help them. Yeah, but this is why I want... Okay, did I save them all? Oh, come on, he's using it again? That's so unlucky. You can see how much damage I'm missing out on because of it. It is by far the most difficult one to deal with, so it's why I want it out. And he's using it again. Are you kidding me? Bro, come on. Are you serious? 4 times in a row. And it has extremely low health. game! Please cut me a break, honestly. Finally, he's using something different. I'd rather he use the flare cannon. The flare cannon's awful when it's smoking, but I'd rather he use that first than the monster pump because he keeps using it. Come on, please use the shock therapist. I can get rid of the monster pump if he uses the shock therapist. Yes, it's gone. Okay, good. The monster pump is gone. That means that the Pikmin with Olimar are safe. Okay, the next weapon I want to get rid of is the flare cannon. This one is really nasty when it has low health. He's using the shock therapist. Perfect. Finally, he used the one that I want him to. I'm gonna freeze him. I want to get rid of this one. Okay, he used the comedy bomb. And I can't quite tell if the flare cannon is smoking. It's a bit hard to see. It looks like it isn't. No, it's not smoking yet. Right. Shock therapist, nice. Okay, it's smoking now. I'm going to use this opportunity to regroup. Oh, he's using the shock therapist again. Camera, you are not helping. Oh, I paused it and the music's freaking out because I used a bit of spray. That's kind of funny. Oh boy. Right, I really need to get the flare cannon now. Ooh. I really need to get the flare cannon off now. Okay, that's fine. As long as he doesn't use the flare cannon, I'm happy. Because the flare cannon is really bad when it's smoking because it increases the range that the fire can hit. And it can stun lock your captain, and then your Pikmin are just going to die. Because you can't save them if you're getting knocked over constantly. Oh, shock therapist. I thought he was turning red. No, not the Pixar movie. Yes, okay, good. It's gone, it's gone. My chance of winning this fight has increased significantly now. Because he's only got 2 left, and the only thing that can hurt the yellows are the comedy bomb, which is obviously the next one I'm getting rid of. Oh, and he's using the shock therapist. Luck is on my side. And it's smoking, okay. When the comedy bomb is smoking... Oh, we don't get to see it, but it shoots more poison. Instead of it being 3 strands, it ups it to 6 or 4. It's slightly more, and it spews it more. Right, he's in trouble now, though, because he can't damage us, so I've basically got this. And obviously I leave the shock therapist to last. Because it's the least threatening one when I'm using yellows. I love getting stun locked. Yeah, this is why you use yellows on this fight, because not only can you shoot them up higher, and this is what the shock therapist does when it's low. The spike electric balls will be more bouncy. Oh, he made a mistake there. Yep, okay. And he is done. He is now defenseless. He cannot kill any Pikmin. All he can do is bat them away. What you want to do is when he gets low in health, though, you want to use a bit of spray. And there, little Easter egg. You get a bunch of sprays, which are completely useless at the end of the game, but it's fine. Louie? Are your life functions fading? No, he appears to only to have fainted. He is always running into trouble. Instruct the Pikmin to carry him. There is not enough room for him in the cockpit anymore. We will have to keep him in the cargo hold with the treasure hoard. Cool. Right. The flare cannon is floating. Right, so let's just get our other... Let's go get the treasures. If you don't take the treasures back, the next time you go in here, you will have to fight the boss again. Oh, the shock therapist was up there. That's bizarre. Oops. I mean, does it really matter if I do the 2 potion trick? I might as well just drink them all with one of the captains. Yep, here's the comedy bomb, our first one. Oh, he walked into it, but he didn't absorb it. Yeah, that's the other way in which you can do it. It's slightly quicker. Here's the monster pump, my least favourite of the weapons to deal with, because it's very mean. The flare cannon, the one that can go horribly wrong if you don't get rid of it while it is smoking, or when it starts smoking. Oops, I messed it up. Yeah, this is why I usually do it the safer way. Oh, completely bottled that one. Yeah, but you'll notice as well, those of you who have been paying attention to the music... Oh, Louie's still there. I should probably go do that. But the music actually changes on several times. It changes when there's when you've got rid of some of the weapons. Oh, there's no way I can do the trick on that. 13 and 37 my spray count is. That's pretty big. And we've got Louie, who's worth 10 Pokos, apparently. King of Bugs. He should have only been worth 1, it would have been funny. The fact that Louie's worth a treasure is hilarious. Or is a treasure in this game. And lastly, the shock therapist, which is my favourite one to deal with because it's the easiest one. But yeah, use yellows for this fight. If you use any other colour and he uses the shock therapist, your Pikmin are going to go zappy zap, and then they're going to die. And then you can't use them. Some people go for... Everyone I've seen goes for the monster pump first, but then it's this decision is split. Quite a few people go for the shock therapist second. I always go for it last. I always go flare cannon second, and then the comedy bomb third. The monster pump is my least favourite one by far. But anyways, let's escape to surface, as we are done in here. No deaths, but a few resets because, well, a Gatling Groink blew up like 20 of my Pikmin on floor 10, and that's no good. But we're going to save. We're going to see... save to memory or whatever it says. Wrote to memory card A. And that's the last time we should see this. As we land back in the Wistful Wild. You've collected every treasure! And with that, no chatting, nothing from the ship, we're out of here. And now Pikmin just watch as we leave once again. President is extremely happy because he is now filthy rich and will never be in debt again unless you play a modded version of this game, which I may do at some point, but that's going to be ages away. Yeah, I am honestly considering doing the mods. I'm not doing Pikmin because it's a bit too inappropriate for my liking for my channel. But if I do a Pikmin fan game, it's going to be Pikmin 251 most likely. But it appears that the Pikmin are still here with us, and I guess we're taking the white and purple ones back to space with us because they were stored in the ship, were they not? The end. So, the end of Pikmin 2 is here. 46 episodes in total, which was way more than I thought. I thought this would be 30-something, but I forgot how slow Wistful Wilds was. I'd say this playthrough had its ups and its downs. There were some times where I had a major Dandori issue and I lost Pikmin to when I shouldn't have. But there were also times where I managed to do something that was, well, fairly impressive. And there we go. You can see the difference between my two files. Also, I've realised why my time is higher than my other file. It's because I do my intro. Oh, I was quicker, never mind. I was ever so slightly quicker because I had to do 2 extra days. But yeah, you can see the difference between my two files. So, I lost exactly half. That means I'll lose 10 Pikmin next time, surely. Yeah, I finished on day 17, 19 on my practice because I horribly did the perplexing pool the first time I went there. 14 in battle versus 23. None lost to fire, water, electricity. Excuse me. 6 lost to explosions. 17 though, but that was due to a Gatling Groink incident. None lost to poison. More Pikmin were born this time. And yeah, other than purples. But anyways, that is going to be it for this episode, and the end of my Pikmin 2 playthrough. As it doesn't show us the credits. But, there's the last Rote to Memory Card A. However, as I usually do, I'm going to give the same 3 hints that I gave in an earlier episode to what my next playthrough is, see if any of you can figure it out for those of you who are curious. Hint number 1, it is a racing game. Hint number 2, it is the game in the franchise that I've played the most. Hint number 3, it is the first game in its franchise that added online multiplayer. But with that is going to be the end of my Pikmin 2 playthrough. If you guys enjoyed this playthrough and wish to see more Let's Plays from my channel, please feel free to hit the subscribe button. It is free and you can also change your mind at any time. It also lets me know what one of my playthroughs people are interested in watching and which ones people may not want to see so more of in the future. I'm going to end this episode, and I'll see you guys in the next playthrough, which will probably be out in the middle of November or early December, depending on how long this one takes. But hopefully see you guys then.